Hello, hello. Today you have a booklet that looks just like mine on the screen, and it's called Story Building 3. So we've done Story Building 1, we've done Story Building 2 on yesterday, and today you're going to be working on Story Building Part 3. Okay, and it's so easy. So we're building a story, and we're building a story with information that we already know because the information is about ourselves, it's about us. It's about you. It's about me. It's only about us. And we know about us more than anybody, right? You know who you are. And so we're going to build a story and we're going to try to turn two small sentences into one big sentence. And just like in any sentence, you need to be sure that you start your sentences with a capital letter and be sure to end your sentences with the correct punctuation. That can be a period, that could be a question mark if it was a question, and that could be an exclamation mark if indeed it was something that you were excited about or yelling about. And that's an exclamation mark right here, right there. And so it can be any three of those punctuation marks at the end. And today we are going to be speaking on a specific type of punctuation mark that does not go at the end of a sentence, but it goes in the middle of a sentence. Okay. And so if you look here, look at that. That is a comma. That's what it is, a comma. That little thing there is called a comma. And so when I say you need to put a comma there, you know what a comma looks like. And so I can say, I am going, no, I'll say, I went to the store, comma, and I bought candy. I went to the store, comma, and I bought candy. And you can see here the comma and. And that's what we're going to be working on. Now, originally that was two sentences. So it was I went to the store, I bought candy. That's what it said at first. That's two small sentences, right? Oops, we got a comma. We meant to put a period. This is two small sentences right here. Let's make them bigger. That's two small sentences. I went to the store, period. I bought candy. That's two sentences. As we can see, that's sentence one. And that's sentence two. But we want to turn it into one big sentence. And the way to do that is to use a comma and. And so now it's I went to the store. And now we're going to get rid of that period and we're going to replace it with a comma. And then we're going to add the word and. And, comma, and I bought candy. Easy. And this is what we're going to be working on today, okay? And I promise you it is extremely easy. And I have it written out for you so easily. Okay, so this is my Story Building 2 worksheet from yesterday. You're going to need yours. You're going to need the copy of your Story Building 2 worksheet from yesterday, the one you did on your own without me. Okay? And this is mine. I did my own. So if you remember the worksheet from yesterday, it tells you you're going to build a story and you need to try to turn, well, this is the one for today, but this is what mine looked like yesterday. Okay. But it's going to try to tell you that you need to answer these questions and then write your answer here on the line. And then you're going to create a story using your answers. And so yesterday, your story should have been, my name is blank. I am blank years old. I have blank brothers. I have blank sisters. I am from North Carolina. My favorite food is blank. Blank makes this favorite food for me. My favorite dessert is blank, and I eat with blank. Today was a blank day. That's pretty much what your worksheet will look like, and you just fill in those blanks the way that you see fit, like I did. So if you completed your Story Building 2 worksheet, it should look just like this. You answered your questions, and then you turned it into a story just like how I showed you. And so, say for instance, I can use Jaden as an example. So it says, what is your name? You would write Jaden Shackelford. How old are you? You would write 9. How many brothers do you have? You would write 3. And then it says, how many sisters do you have? You would write 4. You have 4 sisters. Then it says, where are you from? You would have written North Carolina. Then it says, what is your favorite food? Then you would have wrote whatever your favorite food is. So Jaden might have wrote baked potato or French fries or hot dogs, maybe. But you only need to write one favorite food. And then it says, who cooks or makes it for you? So you could have said daddy makes it, or mommy makes it, or dad and mom make it. And then it says, what is your favorite dessert? And you would have put whatever your favorite dessert is. And it says, who do you eat your favorite dessert with? And you would have said, my parents and my brothers, maybe. And then it says, did you have a fun day at school? And you would have said yes or no or maybe or a little or whatever your answer is. And then what we're going to do today is we're going to take the sentences that relate and we're going to put them into one. So here I said, my name is Myria Eley, and that's the first question. So what is your name? My sentence is, my name is Myria Eley. So I can't just put Myria Eley, 25 years, 2 brothers, 2 sisters. I can't just put that because that's not a full sentence. So it says, what is your name? I have my answer here, so now I know what I'm going to write. My name is Myria Eley. Then it says, how old are you? I'm not just going to write 25. In my story. I can write it here on my answers, but I can't just put that in my story. I need to turn it into a sentence. So I can say, I am 25 years old. Easy. I am 25 years old. So now I have just changed my answer into a full sentence, and I started with a capital I and I ended with a period. Then it says, how many brothers do you have? I'm not going to just put 2 brothers. That's not a sentence. I need to make it a sentence. I have 2 brothers. It says, how many sisters do you have? I'm not just going to put 2, right? I can't just put 2 sisters. That's not a story. I need to make a full sentence. I have 2 sisters. Where are you from? Easy. It's easy to turn that into a sentence. My answer is North Carolina. I'm just going to write, I am from North Carolina. It says, what is your favorite food? Easy. My favorite food is fried chicken. So it's asking me for my favorite food. And I can just say my favorite food is whatever my answer is, fried chicken. It says, who cooks or makes it for you? And I put my husband and mom fried chicken for me. They fried chicken for me. Not they fried chicken for me, because that doesn't make any sense. They fry, F-R-Y. My husband and mom fried chicken for me. So I'm answering the question because my answer is here. My husband and my mom. To put that in a sentence, I would just say, my husband and mom fried chicken for me. Then it says, what is your favorite dessert? I put my favorite dessert is apple pie. So I didn't just put apple pie. That's not a story. That's not a sentence. I had to turn it into a full sentence, starting with a capital M, ending with a period. My favorite dessert is apple pie. And it says, who do you eat your favorite dessert with? And it says, my husband and kids. And I said, I eat it with my husband and kids. So I turned it into a full sentence. And then it says, did you have a fun school day today? My answer was yes. So I turned it into a full sentence by saying, today was a fun day. And I was excited about it. So I put an exclamation point at the end. So this is a good story. It has complete sentences. It starts each sentence with a capital letter. Everything is perfect, and it's based on the answers that I wrote here at the top, just like we did yesterday. However, now we are going to turn these two sentences into one sentence, and we're going to do that based on the questions that make sense together. So I can tell you my name and my age in the same sentence. And I can tell you how many brothers and how many sisters I have in the same sentence. Now, I don't want to tell you where I'm from and tell you my favorite food in the same sentence. I'm just going to tell you where I'm from by itself. That's just going to be one sentence by itself. So, let's see. Number 5. That is going to be one sentence by itself. I circled it. And then it says favorite food and who cooks it. I can tell you my favorite food and who makes my favorite food in the same sentence. And then it says my favorite dessert and who do I eat my favorite dessert with. I can also tell you those two things in the same sentence, right? So number 10 is by itself. Did you have a fun day at school? Because a fun day at school has nothing to do with my favorite dessert, right? They don't have anything to do with each other. They don't relate. My favorite dessert has nothing to do with school. And so that one is also going to be in a sentence by itself. So I'm going to circle it. So the two that I have circled are the ones that are by their self. And that's easy to remember. So what is your name and how old are you are going to be together. Let's make that a little bit bigger. And then, let's see here. And then we're going to have 3 and 4. 3 and 4. Those are also going to be the same in the same sentence. 6 and 7. They're going to be in the same sentence. And then we have 8 and 9. They're going to be in the same sentence. And you're going to see what I mean in just a second. But you can always go back and look at this video if you need to. But just remember, questions 1 and 2 are going to be in the same sentence. Questions 3 and 4 are going to be in the same sentence. Questions 6 and 7 are going to be in the same sentence. And questions 8 and 9 will also be in the same sentence. And so, moving forward, let's look at the first 2 questions and answers. So it says, what is your name? My answer was Maria Eley. And it says, how old are you? My answer was 25. Now let's look at the first 2 sentences that I wrote again. It says, my name is Maria Eley, period. And then it starts with a capital I. It says, I am 25 years old, period. And just forget that because that's from what I wrote yesterday, but that's a different sentence. So we're not going to pay attention to I have to at the end here. Now I'm going to rewrite the 2 sentences together on my Story Building 3 worksheet, which is at the end of your packet. And that's what you're going to do in the end. And so I'm going to take these 2 sentences and I'm going to rewrite them as one. Don't change anything on your Story Building 2 worksheet. Your Story Building 2 worksheet is just so you can see it and copy your sentences when you change them into the comma and joint sentence. So don't write on your Story Building 2 worksheet anymore. You did that yesterday. You're going to make your changes on your Story Building 3 worksheet. So in my new sentence, I'm going to change the period in the middle. Right here, I have Maria Eley, period. I am 25 years old. I'm going to change this middle period to a comma. And then I'm going to add the word and. So look at the example. My name is Maria Eley, comma, and I am 25 years old. So first it said my name is Maria Eley, period. I am 25 years old. We're going to change that period to comma and. My name is Maria Eley, comma, and I am 25 years old. And this is how we make 2 sentences, 1 sentence. So if you look closely, you can see that I changed the middle period to a comma. Then I added the word and after the comma. So my first draft said my name is Maria Eley, period. I am 25 years old, period. My final draft is going to say, my name is Maria Eley, comma, and I am 25 years old. When you merge your first two sentences, yours should also look similar to my final draft. So you're going to go to your next page so you can see the rest of my story with the final draft changes. So let's see here. So I'm going to let you see the rest of my. So as you can see here, it says my name is Maria Eley, comma, and I am 25 years old. Now, going to the next sentence, because up here I said we're going to put 3 and 4 together. So the questions for 3 and 4 were, how many brothers do you have and how many sisters do you have? So instead of saying I have 2 brothers, period, I have 2 sisters, period, I'm going to say right down here, I have 2 brothers and 2 sisters. And I didn't need a comma because 2 sisters is not a sentence. 2 sisters, that's not a full sentence. I can't just say 2 sisters. No. My sentence is I have 2 brothers. That is a full sentence. But I didn't say I have 2 sisters. I said 2 sisters. So therefore, I don't even need a comma. I only need the word and. I have 2 brothers and 2 sisters. Or I could say I have 2 brothers, comma, and I have 2 sisters. But we're just going to make it short, right? Because we don't need to make it really long. So we're just going to leave the comma out, and we're not going to make this a full sentence. We're just going to say 2 sisters at the end. So it says, I have 2 brothers and 2 sisters. That's the same thing that you're going to do. Now remember, we said that we were going to make number 5. That question for number 5 was, where are you from? It has nothing to do with the rest of the story, so that's going to be a sentence by itself. We're not going to make that into 2 sentences. We're just going to say, I am from North Carolina. Easy. And then number 6 and 7, it asks, what's your favorite food? And then it asks, who cooks or makes it for you? Remember, my answer was fried chicken, and I said that my husband and mom make it. And so I turned that into 2 sentences. If you come up, I said up here, my favorite food is fried chicken. My husband and mom fried chicken for me. That's what I said. Those were 2 sentences. Now I have changed them into 1 sentence. My favorite food is fried chicken, comma, and my husband and mom fried chicken for me. Those are 2 sentences that I have just changed into 1 sentence. And so I take that period off and I make a comma and write the word and put the next sentence. And then I make sure I put a period at the end, or punctuation at the end. And number 8 and 9 says, what is your favorite dessert and who do you eat your favorite dessert with? My answers were apple pie, and I said I eat it with my husband and my kids. And I have changed that from 2 sentences into 1. So before it said my favorite dessert is apple pie, period. Then it said I eat it with my husband and kids, period. I've changed it. I've turned it into 1 big sentence instead of 2 short sentences. So now it says my favorite dessert is apple pie, comma, and I eat it with my husband and kids. And remember, we said number 10 was going to be a sentence by itself because it has absolutely nothing to do with the rest of the story. And so in the end, today was, I said I was having a fun day. It said, did you have fun school? It said, did you have a fun school day today? And I changed it around a little bit and made my own sentence with my answer because I said yes. So I said today was a fun day. And I put an exclamation mark at the end, right? Because I said it was exciting. I'm happy about it. Or maybe I'm shouting it. So I said today was a fun day. And I put an exclamation mark at the end. And this is what your final draft should look like, but with your answers. And you're going to be changing these 2 sentences, like I said. You're going to remove the period in the middle, add a comma, and write the word and and then finish your sentence. Very simple. If you need to watch the video over, feel free to do that. If you need help, let a teacher know. In the meantime, you can go ahead and get started on rewriting your short story by combining two sentences into one big sentence, just like I just showed you. And you're going to have a copy of this to look at so you can see for yourself. So you'll have a copy of all of this that we just went over. So you can go back and read it if you need to, or go back and watch the video. Anyway, really good job, guys.